This is a wrist brace, and it's only to be used for bedtime use. A lot of doctors will prescribe it, and many people do find it helpful because at night you have no conscious control over your hand, and when your hand is flopped down, it provides less room in the carpal tunnel area. And if you've got carpal tunnel syndrome, it can relieve a lot of the problems at night. It doesn't really solve anything, but if you find it helpful, you can use it. But you never want to use something like this in the daytime. Now you can get these splints at just about any drugstore or most department stores, usually in their first aid department next to ace bandages and that type of things. Nothing wrong with using them. The only problem is it'll give you confidence that you're getting better when you in fact may actually be getting worse. And if you get to a point where the splints don't work anymore at night, you're still feeling numbness, then you're in real trouble. So you want to keep taking care of your body. These are great for helping you sleep at night, but take care of your body and maybe you won't need to use these anymore eventually. But anyway, don't get false security by using these. It's okay to use them at night, not during the daytime when you're working, but work on your body too. Okay? You want to reverse the problem, not just stop having symptoms, okay? Now some doctors will prescribe casts for carpal tunnel syndrome. Most doctors will not, and if your doctor does, find a different doctor, because casts are for bones, broken bones. Casts are not for soft tissue. Why would you want to put a cast on soft tissue and then let your muscles atrophy? Makes no sense. For most tasks you do, you want to try and have your hand in a neutral position, meaning the back of your hand is even with the back of your forearm. This is the most neutral position as opposed to palms down or palms up. And you can't always work in a position like that, but as long as you have your hand and forearm in a straight line, it's the best way. And it's best if you mentally train yourself to have it like that, as opposed to having something like a brace or a cast or anything else that artificially puts your hand in that position, because your muscles in your body will compensate. If one muscle can't do a job, other muscles will do the job, but they will not do it as efficiently. If you're putting on braces and other things, you're making other muscles work that aren't supposed to be working in the same way. And you're creating imbalance that shouldn't be there. There are a lot of gizmos for the hand on the market which claim to be ergonomic, which actually are not. Now, what about wearing a brace if you're doing something forceful? Well, try to avoid doing something forceful to begin with. Okay, if you're just using it for a short period of time to help prevent, things from doing worse, but always try and modify what your body is doing. Don't be grasping things at an angle if you can use your whole hand. Don't be using your fingers if you can use your whole hand. Don't be using your arms out if you can use them in. Do things close to your body. Always try and use your biggest muscles. Use your legs to bend with, not your back. And try and do things as efficiently as possible. So you're mentally bracing yourself instead of using artificial braces. But for short periods of time, if you have to use something forceful, okay, a brace. But realize that continued use will put your muscles in imbalance.